Hi everybody, welcome back Agrarian Skies 2 with me Sid on the Agrarian Skies 2 server, where I have had to do a little bit of admin work, and I've just been on really grinding gravel from the cobble gen downstairs, and also grinding cobble from the cobble gen downstairs. I've kind of rejigged it a little teeny weeny bit here. So I've moved the water source block over here. I have built myself a bucket, and I've just been, so this is about just shy of a stack of of gravel. That's the word the magic word I'm looking for. So, but well, I might as well just use that for now. And I just need a new hammer. I did make an iron hammer. It probably wasn't as good an investment as I'd like. It, you know, was okay. It wasn't brilliant. Leveled my pick twice doing it, which is kind of nice. So all I've literally been doing is I'll sift the gravel, take out the items to match whatever I'm doing, put those together to get the gravel. This is my first bit of gold, so that's always well, my first bit of usable gold. And then I chuck those. Oh, I need the lead. I still got one in there. Chuck those back in because I can't use them right now. Use this quick sort function, and then because there is a chance of getting more from your ore drops, even if it's only a slight bit at this early stage, it really does make a difference. So every single bit, let me just divest myself of that as well. I've made some glass while I was going. Yeah, so every single bit of ore, you know, if you get an extra ingot every 10, then, you know, it is better than a kick in the chops. So that's the rationale behind doing this. Later on, it's not so critical, and yeah, doesn't move. There's not enough there. We'll have that one through. Let's try that again, and that one through, and then again, just chuck the crushed elements in, rinse and repeat. So pretty grindy, usual Agrarian Sky stuff. So I'm not really. I actually kind of, in a way, this little bit of grind, this early door grind, if you like, I actually find to be, in some respects, quite relaxing, because, you know, you're just kind of pushing it through. So there's only 2 of those, no point doing that. There's a lead, couple of aluminium, none of that, a whole load of copper again, and the all important bit of gold. So yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know, light relaxation really. So we've got lead, we've got iron, we've got some tin, we've got some diamonds and emeralds, a little bit of yellorium, we've got our Certus quartz, and it's just a matter then of cooking these up. Now what I will probably do at some point is put a hopper system in place just to automate this a little bit, because, you know, follow it, especially with these are brilliant because each pellet cooks one item. They're absolutely amazing. So yeah, so plans for this episode. Now there are several things I would like to do. I would like to expand my island a little bit. I've got my spruce sapling, even though it's labelling up as an oak sapling. There I've done a bit of dirt grinding and, you know, just you... Oh, you are ingots already, idiot. So we got, what, 11 iron at the moment. As I say, fair bit of bits and pieces of stuff. So there is the island expansion I want to do. Let me just chuck those in. But the one thing I would really like to really have a good look at, seriously, is botanical engineering. And this was saying that you need to sift podzol and you'll get mystical flower seeds. Podzol is 8. Let me just check I didn't. I can't remember whether I kind of skipped myself ahead. I didn't. Podzol is 8 spruce leaves around a piece of dirt. Hence why I've got the spruce down there. So the first thing we need to do is shears. What can we make shears out of? Iron. We could make bronze, but we would need to make bronze alloy, which we can make by mixing 3 tin and 3 copper and 1 tin. So yeah, what is our best option here? Well, there is a quest to start off with. Let us jump back to the learning to skyblock, and there is this hand grinding quest. So we need, I just heard, did I hear a tree just grow? I did. What sound does a tree make when it grows? That sound, if you just heard it in the background. So we wanted to have a look at the grindstone. Grind stone. So we need a wooden gear, which is 4 sticks. Let's start off here then. Let's jump in here and go blonk and blonk. Who's just joined? Oh god, what the hell? So we got our sticks, so we need one of those, and then we need 3 smooth stone. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Get those cooking up, and 2 cobble, 3 quartz, which I put up here. The Certus, I deliberately sieved for that. God knows where I'm going to put this. I'm really running out of space, which is why I want to expand my base a little bit. How are we doing up here? We've got some dirt going on. So yeah, once we've got that, we can make the bronze. That's this is the what's it? Early doors bronze method. So it was no, So there's that, and then we need the, is it hand wooden crank? Crank. Wooden crank, I'm guessing that's going to be, yes, it just sticks in an upside down L. So let me do a couple of lots of sticks there. Make sure we got plenty. Bonk, bonk, one of those. Stick those away. And first things first, that's done. Definitely the bones. I haven't died yet. It's probably worth actually having a quick look at the tally at the moment. And we've had the question, am I going to be cruel when someone runs out of lives? Probably not. I mean, this is supposed to be fun. So yeah. But yeah, we've had a few people die. Now the nether, apparently people keep going into the nether and they keep running into people's previously aggroed pigmen. I am going to take the reward bag because things and stuff, and it is a good reward bag. Demonic staff. I'm not entirely sure what that does, so it may be good, it may not be. Anybody got any ideas? Do let me know. Where can I, oh god. You can go there. We'll stick you. There we go. So I need 3 copper. 1, 2, 3. And 1 tin. So let's, stick these in. And do a bit of grinding. That's 1 copper. If you're not careful, you'll snap the handle on this. It's only sticks, so it's not the end of the world, but it is skyblock. So every little counts. So that gives me Tinker's Alloy. Well, we'll cook it. I need 2 of those to make the bronze shears. It just saves the iron, which we can probably use for more important things at this stage. 1. Alright, well that's going. Let us have a look. So that hasn't opened anything up there. We've got the lumberjack, we've got the workshop table. Can't do that at the moment because we need ender pearls. I'm leaving that for later. Auto mining, the stone miner and the cobble gen upgrade are ones that I think could be particularly useful. So let us get some bronze shears. We'll stick you away along with those, and hopefully we will get, I'm pretty certain when you shear things you also get sapling drops if you're going to get them. Please let that be the case, because that is the only spruce sapling I have. 16. Oh, there, yes it is. That's fine then. So what we need to do, as long as I get 1 I don't mind, because it opens. Oh, but that, we got another one. Excellent. Well, it's looking pretty good so far. So I could do with pillaring up a little bit actually to get to these higher ones. Don't want to waste anything. Yeah, my philosophy: don't waste anything, don't take any chances. And it's worked for me so far. Haven't died yet. That doesn't mean it's not a possibility, but I would like to better my score on Agrarian Skies 1, which was, I think, 1 death. I'm fairly certain I died to once on that. And that was specifically to unstable ingots. So, yeah. Right, so we've got a whole bunch of that. We've got a spruce sapling and I've got some dirt. So we can make podzol like so. Now I think, let's have a look. The botanical engineering, we have got our podzol. We get a mystical white flower seed and a Lexica botanica. Now that one is crucial because that's going to give us our pure daisy, or the capability to make a pure daisy. What version of Botania are we in, just out of interest? 191. pre-Gaia boss fight nerf. Excellent. And apparently we sift this stuff, and it has a chance of giving us, we've got a light grey and a red. So that's how we're going to get our mystical flowers. It also wants a petal apothecary, and that is, let me just double check. I know it's slabs and blocks. Oh, and a petal. So we need to start off by growing. Right. We'll keep those seeds. I don't think I've got any potato seeds in there, have I? They will be 10, 10, 10, or they should be. Keep the spruce. We've got lots of oak. And let us get a bunch of those and get a bunch of crop sticks going, because we're going to need them. And right, so we've got our mystical white flower, which of course we need to plant. And now this may, no it doesn't, that's good. I was going to say this may require untilled dirt. But Botania for me I think is going to be a fairly crucial thing. Are you going to grow with this? Or do I need to bone meal you? Oh no, it is growing. So I'm going to get these mystical white flowers. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to spread them to get 2, put them in the middle, crossbreed, and then alternate to get lots and lots of petals. That's the general idea, and once that's done I'll be back with you in a while. Alright, well I've been zigzagging these. I've got a few mystical flowers and these are slowly improving. I've just had to go and rescue someone from a lag related death, so that was entertaining. So what we should be able to do now is, if I remember my recipe correctly, which I probably don't. No, there we go. 1 petal apothecary and a burp, pardon me. So we can claim that. Pure daisy. Now pure daisy is white petals, but it's more than I've got, I'm pretty certain. I think it's about 4 white petals in there. I've got 2. We can certainly get the other 2 fairly quickly. So this is pretty standard Botania stuff at the moment. In fact, let me just go and see if I can't bone meal those up faster, because it'll be a bit quicker than faffing around with the thing. I'm also going to get rid of you. You can come back out. You, I don't want to lose you. Oh, I think they might be elds, so I shall I'll stick those there and take them over later. I think we're good at that. I haven't got anything else I shouldn't have. Yeah, that was who I was rescuing. Lag related water block problems. Mystical light blue petals. I'm going to need to sort my storage out before long as well. Show, where's my bone meal? There's my bone meal, and I've got 8 bones, so that's all good. You can get bone meal from sifting dust as well, so you know, it's, if you run out, it's not the end of the world. So that one is maxed out. We put our cross crops in. Where's my thingy? Let's get that going. Take you out of the link. Pop that one. What do we get there? No, just the one by the looks of it. And then that's the improved one. which means that this one is the... Actually, I'll keep... no, I'll be alright, there'll be one more. So I'll just quickly bone meal these up. So normally I would just sit there and do these with the watering can and take the time, but for the purposes of this, weeds, and yep, it was pointed out that I can use the rake to remove the weeds, but it's just another thing to have on my hotbar. Bonk, and then bonk, and pop you down, and in you go. So we've got 5. So this one has got a growth level high enough to yield 2 every time. With me so far, I'm not. Oh, pardon me, I have to edit that one out. So, again, we need somewhere to stash this. You can live there actually, because I can... No, I actually can't jump upon that. That is surprising. I'll go there for now. It's always the fun bit when you're trying just the early doors stuff. So if we take leave one of those, take 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's our pure daisy, which means we've got not the wrong book again. So now you want some living rock and some living wood. Well, we can do that pretty quickly. We'll want several living wood actually, and quite a few living rocks, so we'll just go and grab... Right, I need to cook 8 of those, and I need 8 of those. I'll be so glad when I finally get around to building some kind of expansion around this place. So let's get the living wood done first. Standard Botania stuff. Because this is making a spawnable area, I don't think I'll be 16 blocks away, but well, I can go and harvest that while I'm waiting for it. So yeah, it's getting the Botania there is always good. There's some very nice items in Botania which will help in a skyblock environment, not least of which of course is the magnetic ring, which is one of the things I would like to get early doors. Of course there is a slight problem with that, isn't there? And that is I'm going to need leather, and I've got a pig, sheep and squid spawn eggs at the moment, so we're not anywhere close to leather yet. There are probably ways and means, but we'll look at those as we go. Come on, convert for me. Okay, well I'm going to let that convert. I'm also going to then put this one on and let that convert. And now this is a server, so God damn it. You do find sometimes that these things don't... I'll make do with 7. I didn't really want 8 living rock anyway. 7 is fine. Sometimes these convert and they haven't actually converted. The client server synchronization is not 100% perfect, so do be aware of that. So I'll let this convert, get that done, and we should hopefully be able to hand that quest in, and that will probably draw us close to the end. But there is one other thing I want to go through once we've done that, so I will be back with you in a mo. Alright, we've got that. So again, full heart reward bag. I'm going to go with the reward bag. That'll give us our Wander the Forest. Mana pool and a mana spreader will probably come back. Oh, we'll get a mana pump out of that. That's interesting. And day blooms. Well, we need to sift for more colours for those. What did we get there? Another good reward bag. Jaded's definition of good is different to my definition of good. So there was one thing I wanted to play with. 1, 2, 3 of those. Redstone and an iron, and this is, again, this is to do with going to be enable me to expand my base. Now hopefully the recipe hasn't changed. It hasn't, and that is the good old-fashioned piston. Now when you play Skyblock, especially Skyblock that's not HQM, the norm is to get a bucket of water, tip it over the edge, and then swim the water stream. So you'll go down there, you'll swim around like some kind of idiot, trying desperately not to fall off the edge, build down a little bit, and then you swim back up, retrieve your water, and you know, you're good. Now when you're playing HQM based packs, especially when there are lives involved, that doesn't sound like such a good deal, does it? So my preference is this. So if I just come up here like so, and then I take my piston, and no, not quite, and let me just try and no. Sometimes it will take you an attempt or two to get this quite the way you want it. No, we're still not going to play. I may need to go up one higher, which is a bit of a pain because it does mean you can only go down one lower. But get your piston, plonk it in, and then stick your lever up there, and obviously you can do that. 2 of these, and bang. Rinse and repeat until you are down as far as you want to go, or until the piston won't extend. Such as that. So we've now, if we were to come around here, we've now dropped a column of stone down about 11 blocks. And you could go down, you could dig down to the bottom. We know the bottom one is one of these coloured slabs, so we can go down there and we can then start branching out quite happily, just the usual way. Of course, sometimes it is wise to have a means to get back up. So that's where this one would come in. And just push another column down all the way. Until the damn thing won't go any further. And that's it. That is my way, my patented method for getting down below your platform. Well, it's not quite, because obviously we haven't gone down yet. But what I do want to do is get a bunch of this going. And I don't know whether I've got any pre-made. It doesn't look that way. So, and probably a bunch, convert you back, a bunch of that going. I'll not need 30, but it's only sticks and wood, we can make more. So then you can just come over here and start digging down through your platform. You can see underneath quite happily. Now obviously you continue down until you reach those stones and then start bridging out. Now like I say, I hate the void, so for the time being I'm going back up, but I'll sort that and expand the platform out beneath for next episode, I think. And until next time, I think that will probably do us. I'm going to have to do a lot of plant growing, podzol sifting, to get the colours, and expanding out down beneath here to try and give us a little bit more flexibility. I have got a design in mind now for how I want to build this platform when we get to the point where we have the resources to do it, but at the moment we're sticking with ghetto. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon, and bye for now.